Hey guys, morning. Welcome to the farm. With the help of the neighbors, getting him out of the field last night, had a very successful, very enjoyable evening. Surely appreciate Steve and Mason here, my neighbors, and all the other people here in Deep Creek. Everybody's been good, and topped the evening off with the buck we've been after. This is Atlas. Well, this is our first meeting with Atlas. I like the way we met. I had an encounter with him, had multiple encounters with him last year here on the farm, and was lucky enough to pick his sheds up as a 3.5-year-old here, his shed, 4.5-year-old as you see him here, guys, and made the decision to pass him next year just because of what I knew he had with those brows, and not a real wide deer at all, but he's just super. Got one 7-inch base, got some great mass, some cool kickers off his brow. He's got a split brow here and then a big old dagger on the bottom. He's even got some velvet that he's still sporting here for us. So came together great, guys. I really appreciate everybody that tunes into the channel. Means a lot to me, all the support along the way, and I hope each and every one of you get to experience this. Like I said, guys, sadly a lot of farms across the country, at no fault of the owners, don't get to experience, and that's what keeps me get to experience something like that, and that's what keeps me driven, if you will, right? Whitetail driven here, as we say, to be able to reach out, get in touch with you guys, and have the opportunity to come help, so you guys can experience this right here. Just a blessing that we were able to, define the sheds to him last year, and actually harvested him with the Atlas from Matthews. So Atlas met Atlas last night. So like I said, guys, I really appreciate the support. Got him cleaned up here this morning, propped up. Thought we'd do a little video. One of the couple of things here they'd like to shout out. One is the new scent elimination program that we're on this year. Been searching for years, right, to try to find that product, and finally found something that I really truly believe in. I had a product a couple of years ago that I believed in. Customer support wasn't there, right? So I won't support any of this stuff, guys, that doesn't have a backing for you guys, so you can use it in the field just as well as we do. And I really feel that this has both. This product, guys, is something I won't go into great details right now. I highly recommend looking into it. I found that last fall. Actually, a good friend of mine told me about that, and I started using it, guys, and it's a kind of in reverse of what we're all taught, I still use it as a precaution. I don't, I'm not blowing the wind at anything like that, because of the simple fact that that doesn't go along with the way that I design and set up farms. But there's some folks out there doing that, so that's up to you. I would still play the wind right and then use this as a backup. Last night was a testament, though, of this product. What I did, this buck had been on camera on the reveals, so there's another plug for Tacticam and the reveals, guys. If you're looking for those cameras, you can't beat the reveal. I have the X and the 2.0s here, all solar powered up. But the bottom last night, guys, it's a wide mouthed draw is what it is. Has a stage, and sometime when we're back there I'll shoot a video on it so you guys can see that. But it's one of those bottoms that you can actually hunt in the evening if you get the right evening. It was last night 73 degrees during the day, and then I was able to about 68 going in right at prime time. So it wasn't a huge drop, so the thermals weren't chasing down there, and it's not that steep down in there anyway. But I can honestly tell you guys, last year I sat it 4 times. 2 of the times I got away with it. Every time I seen deer, was successful, never was blown without the product. Well, I made a decision that I was not going to go in that bottom, because 2 of the 4 times last year actually the thermals sunk, and the two of the times it didn't. So I knew I could get away with it. But with the aid of this scent thief, guys, I elected to go in on him. I had him there in the morning, and I had him there in the evening, the 2 days before. So 2 times in a row leading up to that. And he was using that water source, a PM water source, on the way to food. Huge deal if you can put yourself in between it. And that's one of the spots here on the farm that I'm just blessed enough to have the opportunity to be able to do that. got in on him. He read the script, walked right up the logging road. I actually got pictures of him on the reveal at another stand about 100 yards. He used that scrape. He came up that part of the transition on that logging road and walked right into the water hole. Walked into the water hole and used the tank, quarter into me, and I just let him drink, and it seemed like he was there for 10 minutes. He really wasn't, but used the tank, and then he turned to go out to the food plot, which is I'm about 70 yards off the inside corner, and he turned, took 2 or 3 steps away from the tank, kind of put his nose up on the licking branch as he walked by, and I didn't have to stop him. I drew back, and he stopped on his own and kind of looked quartering away from me, and made a perfect shot. Guys, if you are looking for, I won't get too graphic here, but I'll show you some pictures. This is the offside. You should see the entrance. I'm talking 3-inch destruction with the G5. They're the mega meats, or not the mega meats, the dead meats, and he is full of ticks. The dead meats. Anybody using the crossbow, I would recommend the mega meats, but I use the dead meats. This is the 3rd buck in our area between me and the neighbors here that have killed these with these G5s, guys. And it's a switch I made last year with I tried some fixed blades. I just couldn't keep them sharp enough that I wanted to. I just didn't feel comfortable with them. After seeing the destruction that they had on their bucks, I elected to do that, and boy am I glad I did, because this buck ran. He actually ran. I shot him. He left tail up, running uphill, made me nervous. I watched him run right out in the corner of the food plot, down over the hill, and it was silent. Well, luckily what had happened is he ran up over the hill, hit the end of the food plot, ran down into the switchgrass, and piled up. He ran about 100 yards total, and the blood trail, best blood trail I've ever had. As far as myself, I've had a couple good trails, along the way with guiding and stuff, but it's one of the best for sure. So highly recommend that, guys. The Real Wood feeders have a direct connection to this. So the Tacticam, the Scent Thief, and the other one here, guys. I want to send a heartfelt prayer out here to the boys at Real Wood Productions. Lost a family member this week, and that's never easy. But I can honestly tell you those. So thoughts and prayers are with Bo and his wife and the kids. And this is a direct connection to Real Wood Productions, those feeders. I did not shoot this deer over the feeder. He was going to the food plot, and feeders back up my food plots, right, like we always talked. I'm not against, shooting deer over feeder. That's not what it's about. To me, it's just about being able to get out of there, right, untouched. And this deer felt comfortable. He was daylighting on that. He was daylighting on my water hole where I had killed him out of Copperhead Road, and he was daylighting on that food source, guys. I can honestly tell you, if I had been hunting over it, blowing that situation, it wouldn't have been as strong, right? The opportunity wouldn't have been as strong. If you're looking for a feeder, Real Wood Productions, guys, are the ticket. They're so realistic. They felt comfortable. I told the neighbors last night when they were helping me track, I felt real nervous about that shot when I shot him and he ran off. He ran off tail up the hill, and as a guide years past, it's like, run uphill, tail up. You want to talk about two combinations that'll make you nervous, right? But I truly believe, guys, that he was so comfortable that he didn't even know what hit him. It ripped through him. To be honest with you, the way he ran off, I thought I missed him. 20 yards. My heart sank, and I got down and looked, and the arrow was actually laying flat on the ground, soaked with blood. I could see a couple specks going the way he went, so I just left him lay for an hour, and went and got the neighbors there, the crew, and we came down and found you can probably see the fletching there, but the blood trail was great. And but I truly believe that. I think he's just that comfortable, guys, and there's so much to be said for that. Just having these bucks feeling comfortable, having a home that they, a property that they can call home and experience throughout the entire year. Like we always talk, being able to have these bucks experience the property in the summer, and having these bucks experience the property in the fall, having a blended property, not just a summer or a fall property, is a direct connection to why this situation, why he's laying here the way he is, guys. So surely appreciate everybody's support, and thankfully this the property, like I said, is just one of those pieces of the puzzle, guys. I hope everybody around the country gets to experience this, and as I always say, stay whitetail driven.